about.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see this. Jeremy, do you want to join us on stage? Yeah.
This is the Jarvish Smart Motorcycle Helmet, and Jeremy Liu has come on stage to talk about it. Thank you so much for joining
Thanks
us
for
today.
joining us, Jeremy.
Take a
Thank
seat.
you. Yeah. Hello.
And you have your lovely model as well.
Thank
have
you.
a lovely model.
Hi everyone.
So these are two different helmets. Is that correct?
Oh yes, we are actually on Kickstarter right now. We have two. One is the basic model, and one is with the SAR. That's with the head-up display.
Oh wow.
Okay, so can you tell us a little bit the difference between those two?
All right. The one with the head-up display has all the fully integrated Alexa, and also, of course, OK Google, Siri, and we have built-in more than 30 voice commands that can respond back to the riders immediately when
So
they
if you're
are
riding
riding.
along and you want to know what the weather is 20 miles up, you could say,
Exactly.
what's the weather?
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you want to know the traffic conditions, you can ask Alexa, you can ask Siri, you can ask Google about it.
Super cool.
That is really cool.
Yeah.
And that's something, I mean, obviously, you're riding a motorcycle, you can't just pull out your cell phone.
Right. And the most important thing about the helmet is we have a lot of sensors inside, and we have our own algorithms that can detect whether the rider is having accidents or not. Right.
Oh, wow.
Normally they have these kind of things on the cell phone, but it's not accurate.
So it picks it up ahead of, as the accident is happening.
Exactly,
Right.
exactly. We can go up to accuracy rate up to like 99.9%. Right, so you will not create a false alarm.
Right.
When
So the rider can feel somewhat safer. With this
exactly,
helmet.
exactly.
Yeah.
They will know someone will be come to save them.
And the heads-up display has a rear view as well, right?
The head-up display has a rear view, so you can
We
trigger by voice
turn
command.
that around and show everybody
Right.
that. That's really
Yeah.
cool.
The head-up display has a rear view, so the head-up display is retractable. You can have the head-up display and ask for the rear view camera by voice command when you need it.
Oh, wow. So you can say, like, hey, show me behind the bike.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, wow. And then that's the camera right there at the bottom of the base of the helmet?
Yes, yes.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
So can we see the heads-up display in action? Can we see that work? Do we need a...
Head-up display.
Oh, that's super cool. Did we catch? I don't know if they could see that.
I don't know if we
Try
caught
it
it.
one
We
more
might
time.
have to do it with this one.
Turn
Let's
off
see.
display. Head-up display.
Oh, that's super cool.
That's
so,
really neat.
so it's called Jarvish. So what are the names? I know I hear that and I keep thinking Iron Man. I keep thinking Jarvis.
Right.
Is that
Right.
Yeah.
So let me tell you a story. When we started the company, we are ODMs. So we build actually smart helmets for European companies. And in year 2016, we were inspired by NASA actually. We want to create a space helmet. But at the end, we found out that it is almost impossible to make the financial returns by selling only a few space helmets to NASA. So we come out a few thoughts, incorporate a few thoughts of our ideas into motorcycle smart helmet because we came from Taiwan. There's a lot of motorcycle scooters around. And this is how the Jarvish SAR come from.
Now, is there anything going forward now that you have these two helmets? What's next for Gen 3 that you're hoping to incorporate that maybe wasn't possible this time around, or maybe that the technology hasn't quite caught up with what you'd like to do?
Ultimately, we would like to combine the AR with the VR, but our VR technology is like a flex film type VR that is incorporated under the chin bar. So the riders would not focus too much on the VR side. It rely on the AR for the turn-by-turn directions, but for the VR, it can has a lot of like a live support indications on the VR side.
So tell us a little bit about, I think we only have time for this last bit, but tell us a little bit about how people can learn more about Jarvish and what's the cost here? How much am I going to pay for this? I got my motorcycle, I'm ready for an AR headset. What am I looking at?
Right now, a Kickstarter campaign. So this helmet here, the entire helmet costs less than $900. It's $899 for the entire helmet.
okay? I have no frame of reference. I don't know what a motorcycle helmet costs, but
You
that
know,
doesn't. Yeah.
I feel like I'm going to compare and contrast notes with
Yeah.
Tim Stevens,
Yeah,
who rides
totally.
bikes. Like, that's the guy. So, and it's on Kickstarter, you guys were saying.
It's on
and the
Kickstarter.
campaign's happening right now?
Exactly. As soon we'll go into Indiegogo in demand.
Awesome. Well, that's really cool. Thank you so much for joining us and telling us about Jarvish. That was super cool. I love that you guys are doing this. And
Thank you.
I hope it really helps riders on the roads be a little bit safer.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for